Hello, this is Kirill from forexboat.com and welcome back to the course on testing and optimization in MetaTrader 4. And today is a bonus tutorial because I have just updated the Simple System Expert Advisor and I wanted to show you what's new and how to use it. So we're up to version 7 of the Simple System Forex robot, and before we dive into this, I'll show you where you can get it if you don't know yet. So you go to One second. So you go to forexboat.com/simple-system, and here on this page, if you scroll down a bit, you'll see the latest versions. So the latest version now is Simple System version 7.0. You just click on it or right click and save link as, and you will get the zip file which contains the Expert Advisor. Here I've put in a bit of a description, what's new in the in this version, but we'll talk about that in this tutorial. So if you haven't got it yet, go ahead and download it and you can follow me in this tutorial. Alright, going back. So here, we've got the Simple System Expert Advisor selected. Now I'm just going to go to Expert Properties, and here you can see that we've got two new settings or two new parameters that you can set for this Expert Advisor, and these are Use Trailing Stop Loss and Trail Value. And that's right, as quite a few of you have already requested, I have added the trailing stop loss module into this Expert Advisor. So if you're not familiar with what a trailing stop is, not a worry. We will talk about that right now, and I'll explain to you exactly how it works. So to start off with, I'll just show you that you can still use the Expert Advisor as it were in the previous version. So if you don't want to use this new model, just click false here, and then the module will be deactivated. So let's just go ahead and launch it now, and you'll basically see that nothing has changed at all. So here our British pound dollar is generating ticks, and there's a sell order, and basically just as per usual, the Expert Advisor is letting this order, play out as it's supposed to play out. Let's have a look at another one. So that's a buy order, and as you can see, so the sell order was profitable, the buy order turned into a loss. So we'll stop it at that. And now we'll explain how the trailing stop loss works. So let's go here and change use trailing stop loss to true. We'll leave it at 40 pips. And what that means is that the Expert Advisor will automatically maintain a given distance from the price to your stop loss. So it won't allow the price to run away from your stop loss in a sense. So if the market is going in a favorable direction to your order, then that means the stop loss will just keep following the market price at this set distance of 40 pips. If the market is going against your order, then the stop loss won't move. So the market will just get close to stop loss. It might be a bit complicated at first to understand, but let's have a look at it on a live example. That's probably the best way to understand it. So I'm just going to restart this Expert Advisor, but now with the trailing stop loss, and we will carefully examine what's going on. So I'll just pause this process at some points. Okay, so as you can see there, we had a stop loss, a sell order opened, and if you notice, the stop loss has already moved. So just watch the stop loss up here and look how it moves with the order. See? Do you see it like jumping? And that is because it's always maintaining a distance. So if I measure this distance, it's going to be, well, in this case, it's 43 pips or 42 pips. That's because it includes the spread. But if you take out the spread, it's exactly 40 pips. So what the Expert Advisor is doing is it's moving the stop loss closer and closer and closer to the price just to maintain this distance. If the price happens to go back towards the stop loss, then the stop loss will move. So you're kind of specifying the maximum distance that can be observed between the price and the stop loss. So let's just keep playing that for a bit longer. You see, the price went back up, so I'll just probably slow this down by 1 bar. So the price went back, but the stop loss didn't move, which is kind of the core concept of the stop loss. It only moves when the market is moving in a favorable direction. Okay, so I'll probably slow it down a bit more even. So there you see, like, as long as the stop loss is less than 40 pips away from the price, it doesn't move. It stays where it is. But as soon as the price starts moving more down, the stop loss will start moving as well. See, like the price moved down and the stop loss moved down with it. And there we go. So that's where the take profit was hit, and basically the order was closed. So you can see by these two little red marks, the stop loss started here and moved all the way here with the price. All right, let's keep playing this, and let's watch the next one. So we'll just give it a few seconds until the next order is opened. As you remember, it was a buy order which previously closed at the stop loss over here in the previous example when we were looking at how the expert advisor works without this module. So now we're going to also carefully observe the stop loss. So now the stop loss is at the bottom because it's a buy order. Let's see what happens. Can you see that the stop loss is moving up? And that is because the price is moving up, so the stop loss is also maintained still at, in this case, 36. From the maximum of the price. So in this case, it's about 40 pips. So that's because basically the price that you see on the chart is the bid price, but the buy order was open at the ask price. So if you include, measure from the ask price, it's still going to be 42 pips, just like in the case of the stop loss of the sell order. But nevertheless, let's just watch the stop loss over here. So you can see the stop loss isn't moving, price is going down, but the stop loss is not moving. And there you go, the order got closed at the stop loss price. So what can we observe from this example? Well, the main thing is that previously the buy order closed at this price, so lower over here. Now the buy order closed here. So if we keep playing this, you'll see that the price did eventually go all the way down, but we got out of the market early. So the loss that we incurred from this buy order could have been greater, but because we had a trailing stop, it got reduced. So that's the main principle of the trailing stop loss, that it kind of helps you not only control your losses, but reduce them in certain cases. So when the market goes in your favor, you take advantage of those movements in your favor, and you kind of fortify the ground that you have conquered. So the price is moving with you, so that means you can move your stop loss more. And that way, you're slowly gaining on until your stop loss actually gets to the break-even point, and from there it will keep going with the price, unless of course your order reaches a take profit. That's a very handy way to manage your Forex orders. It might not be the best idea in all trading systems, and for some types of markets, trailing stop losses might not improve how well the Forex robot works. But once again, it's up to you. So in this course, we learn how to optimize Forex robots. If you want to go ahead, please feel free to use this module and test it out and see how it can improve the performance of your Forex robot. Like just as we do with all the other parameters, we optimize them. Feel free to use this trailing stop loss and optimize it as well. However, also on the other hand, if you want to follow the course as the lectures are structured, then bear in mind that we didn't have the trailing stop loss module when the course was created originally. So perhaps in that case, you might want to switch the trailing stop loss functionality off, finish the course, and then once you're done, then experiment with the trailing stop loss. So that's all up to you. But it's always better to have the module and not use it than not have it and need it. And that's all for today. Don't forget to download the new simple system from the Forex Board website, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, happy trading.